Our guest today is Ran Gidor. He is the Israeli ambassador to Cameroon. Hello, Your Excellency.
Hello.
It's a pleasure having you on set.
Thank you for inviting me.
Well, today we are focusing on artificial intelligence, and as we all know, Israel is one of the leading countries in the world as far as AI is concerned. And so Cameroon, which continues to advance its innovation and tech industries, recently received a 3D center. How does it work?
Well, first of all, I would like to say that I'm very proud as an Israeli diplomat of the fact that the 3D printing facility in Cameroon is the best of its kind, not only in Africa, but one of the leading in the world. So I'm proud that Israel selected Cameroon in order to achieve this significant progress in terms of lending proper facilities to a young generation of entrepreneurs, scientists, and academics. So it was entirely funded by the Cameroonian government. What the Israeli side did was to bring the expertise, the know-how, the technology, and put the design and the concept together. And right now, it's the most advanced 3D printing facility in Africa, and as I said, one of the most advanced in the world.
Well, Your Excellency, as you earlier said, is one of the most advanced 3D printing in Africa and the world at large. So can the facility allow students to create complex 3D objects such as prosthetic implants and artificial limbs?
The beauty of 3D printing technology is that it could be used for a whole range of modern uses, ranging from medical use. You mentioned prosthesis and artificial limbs and organs for implants, or industrial uses. And yes, the center, the 3D printing center, can be used for academic research, medical research, but also to provide medical treatment and medical solutions. But beyond that, it's a source of potential revenue for Cameroon, because we are already linking the 3D printing facility in Yaoundé with commercial companies in Israel. And sometimes the design can be made in Israel or Jerusalem, any place in Israel, or in fact any place outside of Cameroon. The printing is done online in Yaoundé, and then the product itself can be sent back to the country of origin through DHL or any kind of postal services. In other words, it's not only an academic or scientific facility, it's also a production facility that could generate revenue. Yeah.
And employment.
It's a win-win situation. And
so, Your Excellency, I still remember during the inauguration of the 3D printing, you highlighted the fact that it's one of Cameroon's potential of becoming the Silicon Valley in Africa. So how important is this great innovation?
It's important because, as I said, first of all, unlike other types of scientific facilities, this one is very flexible in the range of potential uses. Secondly, let's suppose it's used for academic research or tuition during daytime. At night, it could be used by young entrepreneurs. I personally know at least 100 young Cameroonian men and women who are very entrepreneurial, and what they're lacking is just the basic technology to implement their dreams, their fantasies, their ideas for innovation. And now in the center of Yaoundé, we have such a facility. So they can use it and generate income for themselves and for the country.
Well, Your Excellency, away from the 3D printing facility, a home biogas to enable students transform waste into liquid fertilizer was equally made available to students of GBHS college. So what are the benefits of a home biogas system?
The benefits of the home biogas system are absolutely enormous and, once again, multifaceted. Basically, it's a very simple unit and a very small one that could fit into an average apartment, even a small apartment in Yaoundé, or a family-size village house. It can accommodate any kind of organic waste. It could be leftover food, rotten food that you no longer need. It could be waste from animals. It could be bush or branches of trees, or even human waste. All of that is put into the machine, which converts it into cooking gas and liquid fertilizer. So the benefits are enormous. First of all, hygiene. It means that you get rid of waste and convert it into energy. Secondly, in places with no infrastructure and no access to electricity or gas, now you can have a warm meal. You can cook a warm meal. So Madame Nelova, the Minister of Secondary Education, she had the vision and the foresight to install such systems already in 7 schools around Cameroon, and according to her vision, ultimately every single school in Cameroon will have such a unit, which will first of all educate the students about sustainability and the importance of preserving our environment. Secondly, will make the school much more hygienic and clean. And thirdly, will provide the students with a warm meal, which very often they don't get at home.
And so what are some of the precautions to look out for when using a home biogas system?
Precautions, well, it's a very safe system to use, which is why it's been certified by the United Nations. In fact, the United Nations Development Program, UNDP, has already purchased hundreds of units for use in other parts of the world. We are working very closely with governments in other parts of Africa which have already purchased enormous quantities, and even in Israel, my own government purchased many units of home biogas for the use of nomadic tribes that we have in the desert in the south of Israel.
So we have more and more startups that are going in for robotics and automation build training at the National Institute of Polytechnic in Yaoundé. What advice do you give to such engineers?
First of all, I think that there are many more opportunities available in Cameroon than most people realize. For example, most of the people I meet, even young entrepreneurs who have already achieved their master's or their PhD, somehow they are completely unaware of the fact that there's a high-tech center at the Polytechnic. So we need to give it greater publicity, the fact that such facilities do exist. Secondly, there are already several high-tech or entrepreneurial incubators operating in Cameroon, which are very professional. The Israeli embassy has been working very closely, for example, with Active Spaces, which is a fantastic state-of-the-art business incubator based in Douala, but they're thinking of opening a branch also in Yaoundé. So if you're a young Cameroonian man or woman with an idea for a business, for a venture, for any kind of entrepreneurship initiative, there are people here who can help you now. You don't need to dream
abroad.
Exactly. You don't need to take your idea elsewhere. It can happen here. And there are plenty of young Cameroonians like Arthur Zang, William Elong, and I can give you many other names of young people who dare to fulfill their dreams. Now, this opportunity, I would like to mention that next month, the Israeli embassy is going to launch the 4th annual edition of our Innovation and Entrepreneurship Seminar. We've been doing it already for 3 years. This will be the 4th edition. Every year we select 100 young men and women, 10 from each region. We bring them over to Yaoundé for 4 days, during which we train them how to take an idea and turn it into a revenue-generating business. And when I say an idea, it doesn't have to be something super sophisticated like drones. It could be something on a village level, on a rural level. In previous years, for example, we assisted and supported young women from villages, remote villages, who had an idea how to develop an app that would advise rural women on physical health, even women who are illiterate. So the possibilities are endless, and we train them over a period of 4 days how to raise capital, how to register a business, how to do networking, how to do marketing, how to write a business plan. And every year, on average, during 4 days, we have more than 30 new businesses registered. So it's becoming more and more popular, and we are very proud to launch the 4th edition next month.
And so it will be a great, a golden opportunity for the Cameroonian startups. Thanks very much, Your Excellency, for granting us the interview. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's how we saw it on our program. Thanks for your kind attention, and stay glued to programs on CRTV News.